Hi, and welcome back to Tommy Talks Medicine, your answers in 5. Today we'll be talking about a very important topic. Should I go to the doctor at all? And I'm going to address 5 points as to why you should and things you may be having questions about as well. Number 1, doctors are paid for me to stay sick. That's not true. I am paid the same as a resident physician no matter how many patients I take care of, no matter how many babies I deliver, no matter how many surgeries I do. Now, with private physicians and other physicians, that may change depending on how many cases they do and whatnot, but it is a code or an oath that physicians take to make sure that they prioritize the health of their patients and to make sure they're not exploiting you. So I will promise you that your doctor wants you to be healthy because many of the things that we do are complicated when you have chronic disease. For instance, if one of my patients is pregnant, her pregnancy is much harder to manage and take care of when she has chronic diabetes or chronic hypertension. And so it's in my best interest, as well as yours as my patient, for you to be much healthier. Number 2, insurance. Insurance is too expensive. I can't afford it. Now, this is a very, very real concern because a lot of people have struggled to eat, struggled to pay their bills, and struggled to make ends meet for themselves. And insurance is not at the top of their priority list. Now, medicines are very, very expensive, as are doctor's appointments. And insurance is put in place to help with that to some degree. Now, we all know that the medical system is very complicated and this can be very difficult to afford. But I would highly, highly recommend if you can get insurance from your employment, or if you can get state insurance like Medicaid. These are things that will always help you mitigate the cost of medical care, because it is very, very important for you to maintain your health and prevent disease than to deal with the more expensive complications down the road. Number 3, God will heal me. There's no reason for me to go to the doctor. I have a special place in my heart for this topic because as a Christian myself, I view my medicine as a ministry to help with people and getting them better. It is very important to understand that the way Jesus worked in his ministry, he said, people that are sick need a doctor. People that are not sick don't. So it is very important if you do have conditions that you need to go to the doctor for, that you understand that many of these physicians that you see are indeed serving God by helping you. I know I am, and I know a lot of people that I work with are as well. So take that to heart and know that the God that you serve is using your doctors for you, is using your medicines for you, and also is interested in you getting better also. Number 4, I don't have time. Now, this is a very big one, especially for my parents, my busy, hardworking professionals, all these people that are running around trying to make things go right and don't often have time to stop by for a doctor's visit. It is very, very important that you prioritize this part of your health as well. If you do not take care of yourself by preventing disease on the front end, unfortunately, you will have to take care of yourself by mitigating chronic disease on the back end. And I see this a lot of times with people who come in with hard diabetes, that they're having infection and they have to get their legs amputated, or they've had a stroke or heart attack from chronic hypertension or diabetes combined because they have not had time or prioritized this at the very beginning. I implore you and I beg you, please make time for these things because these will help you live a long and fulfilled life. And finally, number 5, I'm tired of taking medications. That's all doctors put me on anyway. I understand. As the doctor myself, it can be difficult sometimes to take pills. I remember when I had H. pylori and I was put on antibiotics, and it was the most difficult thing to try to take them at the time scheduled with my work and everything. But it is very, very important if you have conditions that need management with medicine that you take your medications as directed. Because if you can successfully manage your blood pressure, for instance, or diabetes with the medicines, then you are keeping at bay the complications of those things. As I talked about before, if you take your medicines for diabetes and high blood pressure, you're eventually preventing yourself from getting a stroke, a heart attack, infection, amputation, things of that nature. So it's very, very important for you to take these medicines seriously and take them as directed. But also, don't forget to follow up with your doctor to see if your medicines need to be changed, need to be increased, or need to be decreased because they're doing a very good job. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I pray that you are in good health even as your soul prospers, and I'll see you in the next one.